Western Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Lakers are coming off a dominating 4-game sweep in round 1. Will their confidence finally be tested? Tonight, they go up against the Houston Rockets. The opening game of the conference semifinals. Up next.
We've got a filled arena here in downtown Los Angeles. 2 survivors in the West, 1. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, our Hall of Fame sideline reporter David Aldridge. And a special treat here tonight. Joining us courtside is 5-time NBA champion Kobe Bryant. Kobe, great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
No, I appreciate it, man. It's always a pleasure to stop by and help out.
We're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
I'm sure.
You take a look at Los Angeles. Guys, win after win, they have been utterly dominant in the postseason. One sweep after another.
And they're ready to go. I mean, as we can hear, so are their fans. This can be an intimidating building to play in when the crowd is this charged up. That alone gives them a huge leg up.
That's why you grind so hard during the regular season, to get this payoff, home court advantage. And that's exactly what they've worked for.
Here's the starting group for Houston. The 2 pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. Anderson is down low with Capella. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. Stevenson can't hit.
Boy, nothing easy.
Ball against Stevenson. Paul kicks to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Tell you what, Kevin, there aren't many players who would have even seen that pass. But when we're talking about Chris Paul, he's got unique vision, unlike most anybody else.
And Capella sends it back. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's James, and finished off by LeBron. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Kobe, you're a father. You've enjoyed that process, but basketball got in the way. A lot of it. How do you balance fatherhood and playing at the level you played at?
Yeah, when I was winning championships there, our kids were still relatively young, or I should say babies. In my last few years, they were older and knew that they could really feel my absence. And so what I try to do is try to bring them along for the process. So there were mornings I would wake them up and say, let's go. So we're going. Well, Daddy's going to go train, so let's go.
No kidding.
And I bring them with me. And they'd be in the gym shooting around or kicking a soccer ball around or hitting the volleyball around. And I felt like it was important as a father to not just tell them about hard work, but they need to see what I'm doing. When you're sleeping, this is what I'm doing. Here's the reality. And so they're part of the process. They're connected to the process. But traveling and things of that nature is very, very hard.
You the thumb of the show, you can hear the thumb.
Traveling was a part of your job, a part of mine. You missed some things with the kids, but I know you take pride, Kobe, in the fact that you made it to a lot of things as well. You were not an absent parent.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's having a great partner. I mean, my wife has been absolutely amazing, which I think is extremely important as well. She really held down the fort at home, which to me is the toughest job in the world to do. You know, I have it easy in terms of going out there and playing games, but to have the responsibility of actually raising young people to be outstanding citizens. You talk about pressure. I mean, that's, you know, I have to ask how she feels about handling that. You know what I mean? Because that's true pressure.
So now here's Stevenson after Clint Capella's miss. Stevenson left side. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries. And Kobe, something that has changed in the NBA over the course of your career is the role of the power forward, the 4. More and more you need to be able to stretch the floor, take your guy outside, shoot the 3. Do you feel that that's a trend, or is that something you think that is here to stay in the NBA?
Well, you know, I think things will evolve and things will change. I mean, you start getting power forwards like Tim Duncan and Garnett back in the league, you know, Dirk. All of a sudden, it becomes less and less of a commodity to have smaller forwards.
Right.
Because you're going to need to deal, you know, so I think it's just a natural evolution thing.
Did you, when you had to guard a big like that, ever fear going out and trying to get him on the side or even working him inside the lane where he would have more power, more advantage?
No, I never worried about it too much. What I try to do is I always try to study the film and figure out what their tendencies are, what their sweet spots are, and you just try to get them off of that. It's not necessarily about the size of them, but how to get yourself in position when you can knock them off down just a little bit and use the lack of size that you have to disorient them.
And it's Capella missing. Los Angeles leading by 4. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Mike D'Antoni. David, what do you have to say?
We talked about the importance of stealing one on the road. Coach told me they want to come out, push pace, and set the tone early. He said if we can find a way to take this first game, it gives us a lot of confidence. And if they do, Kevin, just like that, they'd have home court advantage in this series. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Beasley. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. James Harden is second, Chris Paul fourth.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
Here's Anthony, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle. 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player. Bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
You know, Kobe, the league seems to be moving away from isolation basketball, sometimes called hero ball, in favor of more ball movement, more of a fluid offense. What do you make of that trend?
Well, I think it's the right thing. I mean, if you look at the way the Knicks played, for example, when they had Bill Bradley, Butcher, Phil was coming off the bench.
Well, you are a historian. You love the history of the game, don't you?
Oh, my God.
I mean, I can just tell working with you.
Yeah. Holtzman was coaching. We had Frazier out there. I mean, they moved the ball. I mean, everything was predicated on ball movement, as was the Celtics with Fred Howard. And then in the 80s, things changed a little bit. You start going to more isolation ball, where guys would post deep and force the double coverage to come all the way down to it, and then you start moving the ball around. Now you start...
That would have been like when I went to California, I was really worried about it.
Seeing the spread offense, where the ball's moving again like it was when the Knicks were playing, the Celtics. And so, you know, I think it just depends on the style of defense that you're seeing and the personnel that you have. I think that determines the style of play.
Harden gets the bucket. Well, Kobe, something that's such a huge tool in the NBA and the team's offense is the pick and roll, the screen roll game. You've done it as well as anybody. Just how are the nuances and the attention to detail important to make that play work?
Well, it's really important, but the screen roll today is run differently than it was, say, when Utah was running it with Stockton and Malone. What you're seeing now is more of a spread floor screen roll action, where it makes rotation very difficult because you have to rotate off the shooters at a distance.
Right.
So now what you tend to see more teams trying to down pick and roll coverages and sending guys to one side of the floor and trying to play the screen roll coverage with 2 men. Try to not have 3 guys in the action where you have to rotate and now push your team behind, right? And that it's a dance of, can you play the screen roll with just 2 guys? And on offense, can I force you to have a 3rd guy come in and rotate? If I can do that offensively, then you're behind.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Lenz checked in for JaVale McGee. Ingram comes in for Michael Beasley. And Ball subbed in for Kent Bazemore. Now, here is Harden. He's got 10. Capella sets a screen for Harden. Shot clock at 6. And it's Gordon missing. The Lakers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Kobe, a big part of the talent evaluation today is the psychological impact and that aspect, which I think will lead teams toward one prospect over another. If you were looking for personality traits in players, and you were making that decision for a team, what trait would you value the most in a player?
About curiosity. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's curiosity.
So,
because curious people will always ask why things work or don't work.
And you are a big why asker.
You have to, because that's the only reason you win, is when you can figure out why things happen or didn't happen. Right? If you lose a game, a curious person will say, well, why did we lose? Instead of just saying them. Right. They're going to look at, go back and check the film and ask questions.
Isn't that the dude who pronounces it incorrectly?
Why did we blow that coverage there?
And the Lakers have possession. The Rockets making the shot. Stevenson outside. Jacks up a 3. No good. Shot missing. The Rockets go the other way with it. Talk, Kobe, about some of the great one-on-one scorers. You might be the best ever, actually. But when you take a look at the crop now, who are some good guys in that one-on-one category that you like?
Kyrie's sensational. Yeah,
great handle. How about his handle? Like one of the best ever.
Yeah, but he can post too, though.
No,
I mean, that's the thing is he can post up. He can turn left shoulder. He can turn right shoulder. He can shoot a left-hand jump hook coming across the middle. He can pull up going left. He can pull up going right. He can attack off the handle. He can attack off the triple threat. You know, he's built the game without any weaknesses. I think most players, should be thankful that he's not 6'6".
Yeah, right. He'd be Kobe Bryant then, right? He'd be Kobe Bryant. But I always thought that, you know, his dad played big-time college basketball, played in Australia. Your dad played. I mean, there is something inherent, regardless of how much it comes from the son of a pro player.
Growing up overseas as well.
Exactly, in Australia.
Growing up overseas as well. And you look at his game being so fundamentally sound, having basic structure. There's a lot to be said for that.
Absolutely. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Paul passes to Gordon. Stevenson against Paul. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Gordon's got his first 3 points of the game.
And really, the three-point shot is Gordon's specialty, Kevin. When he squares himself up, there's a real high chance he's dropping it in.
And Harden comes to help. Stevenson against Paul. The dish now to Ball. Lennon sets a screen for Ball. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the basket by Stevenson.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of form.
Harden outside. Passes to Gordon. Takes a three. Knocks down the 3-ball. Gordon's got 6.
Quick release from Gordon. Like seeing him shoot it as soon as he gets it.
James Harden getting it done for Houston. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll return shortly.
LeVar, look at me. LeVar. What you do if a little girl just walked out of my closet? What would you do if a little girl walked out of my closet with black eyes?
Wanna play?
And we got a chance to hear from LeBron
Fuck no, baby.
James about the hard work and prep.
Go back and I'm able to.
Oh, you
I think you'd have to say the
I would have kicked you in your face and ran.
preparation really shows in the court in his play.
I'm serious. Wait a
What
minute,
if she
what?
just...
Rarely does he look surprised out there, caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Houston.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And so in the game for the Rockets, Anderson is down low with Capella. Ball and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. And it's Anthony in at the 3. Now, here's Stevenson. 16 points for him. In competition, once again, Kobe, the thing that drives you so much, even on the practice floor, you and Jordan were so much alike in that regard. Is it important to go with your teammates and challenge them in those practices that you recall?
Because if you don't, then they become conditioned to not have those challenges every day. Right? So if you come off of a night, you have a back-to-back, for example, and you have a practice the next morning, it's our responsibility to step into that practice and challenge them as if it was the game that we just played the night before. Right? Because if you do not, and you don't have that competitive spirit day in and day out, where then you feel like you can take games off, because you can take practices off, because you just don't have it in practice. Right? right? So it's our job to bring that every single day so that competing just becomes a habit.
And you learn about their mental endurance, their physical endurance during those games.
Well, yeah, well, you challenge them to learn about themselves. Right? You challenge them to think about themselves. Can I push a little extra? I'm going to have to because he's driving me like crazy. And if, if I don't meet that challenge, I'm going to have to hear his mouth all practice long. I'm going to have to hear his mouth on the plane. I'm going to have to hear his mouth on the bus. I'm going to have to hear his mouth in the locker room. Yeah. And I'd rather just compete.
Here's Paul after the basket by Los Angeles. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Kobe, I'm assuming that you've had teammates come back later and say, Kobe, you made me a better player.
Yeah, well, the thing is, when we're playing together, they don't like it very much because I'm always challenging them. But then at the end, like, even to this day, we're all very close. We're all great friends because
yeah, he made him.
What I was trying to do was trying to push them to be the best version of themselves.
Well, I have to say it's been quite a fun night with you, Kobe, joining our broadcast tonight. Thank you for spending some time with us and our fans. I'm sure they've all enjoyed it.
No, thank you. I've enjoyed it as well, man. It's been an absolute pleasure.
And Clark, you've been broadcasting for the entire span of Kobe's playing career. How is it to share a booth with someone who you've watched progress throughout their entire career?
Well, it certainly reminds me that I'm moving into that last block on the demographic charts in the early third quarter, if you will, that's for sure. But it's a treat because it's wonderful to see how he grew as a player and as a man. And much respect for Kobe Bryant because he's a first ballot Hall of Famer and doing great things off the court, too.
Lakers trail by 7. Paul with the steal. 30 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Beasley against Anderson. Now here's Anthony. Not a lot of room. Shoots over McGee, and Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got 7 points for the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Stevenson. 20 points for him. Over Paul. That misses. Would have kind of hit it on in. And so it's the Houston Rockets. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Carmelo, what was the area of emphasis for your team during the first half?
Well, we're doing it on both ends of the court. We're bucking down on the defensive end. We're sharing the ball offensively, making good plays. Challenging every possession counts, and we're doing that the first half.
I know you want to keep it going in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you for joining us live inside this sold-out arena. We are rocking and rolling. Looking at Houston, they've put themselves in decent shape to grab that all-important Game 1 victory. So far, they've clearly been the better team controlling the flow. By no means is it a runaway, but they've put themselves in a great position. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter is set to begin in just a few.
And thanks for joining us again as we get set to continue our broadcast of the Western Conference semifinals. And you know, Buckets has really been making it happen, guys.
And you know, when the game is as important as this one, you expect to get a big performance from him. In that first half, he delivered.
And the second half just about to get going here. And the Lakers have possession. 9-point game. Beasley is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Buckets. And it's LeBron James. And it's Bazemore at the 2 spot. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. And he gets it back.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Rockets leading by 7. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. You look at Stevenson, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
Great way to see the alley-oop at replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's Stevenson, and the layup's good off the glass. Stevenson's got 22.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
From deep Harden. Houston keeps it going. A new 22
people watching me?
And it's Capella missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Goodbye.
And it's Stevenson missing.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Oh, I thought it said one at
was
first.
a deep one. I mean, maybe
Where's the
move
comedy?
in a
Yeah.
little bit next
Go
time.
to
There's no
my
such
line.
thing as a 4-point line.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without
Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah, and
Bro,
really
never let me do
that
the
kind of
drill.
unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul.
Trash.
Rockets leading by 9. Harden sets the pick for Paul. To the middle. There's Capella. Took by Capella.
Hey, he's not going to mess that one up. Capella, when he's that close, count it.
Bazemore on the wing. Back to Stevenson. Wing shot on the way. Connects. The jumper drops. He's got 24.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Ball kicks to Capella.
I know he sees that. I read it.
From deep Harden.
Yeah, this 2K18.
But they get it back. Capella dishes to Harden. And it's Houston with another.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Timeout called the Lakers. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Yeah, he's just torching them. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
Some changes for the Lakers. Kaminsky, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Brandon Ingram comes in for Michael Beasley. And Ball subbed in for Kent Bazemore. PJ Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Gordon comes in for Anthony.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Puts up a 3. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 5.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Stevenson passes the ball. Back to Stevenson. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Can't hit from in close.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Tucker with the ball. Now guarded by Kaminsky. And here is Capella. 6 points for him. And Tucker has it in the corner. Houston moving it around. Paul goes in, and Tucker has it in the corner. Kept alive by Houston. Paul kicks to Harden. Dishes to Gordon. Paul outside. Harden against Stevenson. Here's Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Tucker's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Now here's Ingram, guarded by Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
Nene, he's checked in for the Rockets. Johnson comes in for James Harden.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Rockets lead by 11. Paul kicks to Johnson. Back to Paul. Nene, the screen. Tucker with the ball. Now guarded by Kaminsky. For 3, Gordon. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Here's Stevenson. And that one, good. Stevenson's got 30.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Tipped away. Stolen by Stevenson. All alone. And it's slammed in by Stevenson.
Sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim record.
Nene, the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Paul with the steal. Knocked away. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And the Lakers with some changes. Alex Len comes in for James. And it's Batum in for buckets. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Gerald Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Taking a look at the Rockets. Paul and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. Anderson is down low with Capella. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Beasley the screen. And Stevenson kicks it to Bazemore. 6 on the shot clock. Stevenson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Stevenson can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Anthony kicks to Harden. Here's Capella. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Beasley outside. Inside. It's tipped. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer. But they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
And it's blocked by Stevenson. They recover it. Anthony with it, guarded now by Michael Beasley. Second chance shot on his 15th shot attempt. He makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Come on.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
3 from Stevenson. Buries the long-range jumper. Stevenson's got 35 in the game.
That's exactly what you said in the
Really been
comments.
one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Screen by Capella. Pass to Anthony. That three off the mark.
That was a half-hearted pick, and he was just going through the motions on that possession, and now ends up costing him.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And the basket by Harden.
And Harden is a smart player. I mean, when the defense isn't right on him, he makes them pay. Love seeing him shoot that pull-up. Nice.
Stevenson inside the three-point line. The Rockets pull it in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for JaVale McGee, and Hart subbed in for Kent Bazemore. Stevenson drives in, and it's blocked.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker, using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
Harden, no good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
It's stolen by Anthony. To the middle, here's Paul. Good, it's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists tonight.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
And here's Stevenson for 3. Kept alive. Oh, and that dunk by Stevenson.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Okay. Paul dishes to Anthony. Here's Tucker. Off target from outside. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Stevenson kicks to Zubac. Stevenson passes to Hart. Back to Stevenson. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Stevenson's got 43 points.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Paul kicks to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Elbow shot is on the way. And Houston again with the bucket.
Love Harden's elusiveness. This guy's so elusive. Finds ways to get the room he needs to shoot from the mid-range just the way he wants to.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
You know, that's how you send a message to open a series. There's always one player who's the difference maker in the playoffs. And I think we found our man. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Hart.
And, you know, that pass wasn't deflected or anything, Kevin. Don't see that often. An unfortunate, unforced turnover.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Nene, the screen. Carter Williams dishes to Nene. Kicks to Green. Back to Nene. Pass to Carter Williams. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Buckus with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
And it's Carter Williams in the corner. Nene outside.
Okay.
There's the pick. And the wide open shot from Green.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down. And what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Rockets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Carmelo Anthony.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Out left to the wing. Johnson outside. Nene, the screen. There's Green with the three. Green missing again.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen. Got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Beasley with the steal. And here we go. Stevenson heading to the hoop. And another three for the Lakers.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
So we see Houston taking the W here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, the momentum so critical. And you know.
David, thank you as always. Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.